Hello, everyone. Here we go. It is Friday evening, and tonight is September 19. So it is seriously springtime here in Australia. All my freezers are out now, which I'm pretty excited about. I don't have very many. I think the people who lived here before we bought the house actually they must have planted the bulbs in the front garden, and they come out at this time of the year every year. But this year they've been a little bit late because the garden is so choked with ferns that it's taken them a while to actually pop their little heads out. I have yellow ones and purple ones and pink ones. Very, very pretty. How is everyone else? How are you all going? Oh, Nicole, you took advantage of the sale. That's nice. I know, right? Well, thankfully we get 10% of bundles, but you don't want to have to buy the stamps again if you've already got those, so that wouldn't work. All right. How has everyone been? Did you have a good week? I'm trying to catch up with comments, and I'm not going to have any chance, really. There's just way too many. You guys are chatty, and I'm not complaining. I think that's great. Monique and Sheila and Margaret and Susie were all here early. Susie's out for dinner, so looks like she's not actually going to be live with us. Maybe she'll watch the replay. I see Monique was giving us the countdown. Hello, Janine. Hey, Roz, how is Florida tonight? I hope you're well. Who else do we have? Barbara's here. Tanya's here. Hi, girls. All right. Well, it's fantastic to have you all here, and I know I'm missing people. I'm so sorry if that be the case. I'm really sorry, but it is what it is, and I just want you to know that I can't physically get through all the comments, but please know I'm wishing you all well. Hello, Meredith, joining us from the UK. Hi, we've got people from everywhere tonight. All right, Friday nights tends to be a very chatty group, and I know a lot of you really look forward to it because it's just such a beautiful community of people who watch these videos, and I'm so honoured that you decide to spend your time with me on a Friday evening or whatever time it is, wherever you might be. Some of you, it's probably like Roz. What time is it there, Roz? It must be very late, like after midnight or something, is it? I think it's very late. We're going to have a time change in a couple of weeks. Not next weekend, but the one after is the beginning of daylight saving here in this part of the world. So we're going to have a time change. But do any of you use Time Buddy? It's a program. You can either do Time Buddy. I think it's timebuddy.com, I think. Or you can get the Time Buddy app on your phone, one or the other, or just look it up on the interwebs. and yeah, basically Time Buddy, you can put in the time where you are, or it automatically knows the time where you are, but then you put in the time anywhere else and it tells you, what time that would be in your own market. So you can plan ahead. So you love Time Buddy, Roz? It's very handy, isn't it? Oh, it's 10:30 a.m. in the UK. All right. And Roz said it's 5:30 a.m. over in Florida. So we've got lots. And Leanne, where are you? 2:34 a.m. Are you Pacific time or Mountain time maybe? So I'm thinking because you're a few hours behind. I'm slowly getting used to the times. It's very confusing. I'm not very good with time zones. I'm not very good with jet lag either. Let's be honest. And the older I get, the worse jet lag seems to get me. But I still put myself through it. It's worth it to travel, right? Oh, you're in Oregon, so you're on the West Coast. There you go. Beautiful part of the world, Leanne. Just beautiful. I love it there. I did get to go to Oregon some years ago, and we stayed in Portland, and we went and saw Mount St. Helens, went and did that day trip, and, a whole bunch of other things while we were there. So it's a beautiful part of the world. Pacific, yes. Yes, Pacific Northwest. Do you actually call yourself Pacific Northwest in Oregon? I mean, I know Washington State is Pacific Northwest, but anyway, I'm waffling. We need to get going. We have cards to make, right? So I'm going to grab my mini catalogue. This is our latest catalogue that launched on the 1st of September, and I'm going to change over to the desk so that you guys can see what I'm looking at. Here we go. Let me make sure that's straight because I don't like to be crooked. And on page 14, we have something that has been in all of our catalogues, the last few catalogues we've had, and that's some sketches. So I'm going to turn my little lamp on so you get better. That's better light, isn't it? Yeah, that's better. All right. So Oh, it's cold in Christchurch, Sheila. Oh, yeah, we've been having some beautiful. I've actually got you might have noticed I'm wearing short sleeves tonight. I mean, that's the first time I've been able to do that at nighttime for a while. So it's been gorgeous here. Really, really lovely. And tomorrow I'm going to a waratah farm. Now, who doesn't know what a waratah is? Surely I know all of you Australian girls have to know. I was at a birthday party last weekend, a 21st birthday party, and the girl whose birthday party it was actually said, when I said we're going to the waratah farm, she said, "What's a waratah?" I'm like, "Are you kidding me? You live in Australia. You should know what a waratah is, right?" You are part of Pacific Northwest. Right. Got it. Mount St. Helens is a really interesting place. Meredith, if ever you get the chance to go there, super, super interesting. I find all that quite fascinating. I mean, it was devastating and not very, pretty awful as far as, what it did to the environment, and also a lot of people died, and that's awful, but it's fascinating somehow anyway. I don't know why. I don't know if anyone else is fascinated by volcanoes and that kind of thing, but I find it quite interesting. So yes, they're beautiful flowers. When my daughter graduated from high school, they gave each graduating student a waratah and they got to carry them. So I'm hoping to take some photos at the Waratah Farm tomorrow that I might be able to scrapbook. So that's my plan. You lived through it. I bet you did. How far away from Mount St. Helens are you, Leanne? All right. I'm going to keep talking and you answer me when you can. Yes, Waratah is our state flower. That's right. Well, tomorrow I'm going to a farm. They're going to show us how they pollinate them. They're going to show us, we get morning tea. That's important. And I'm taking my friend Courtney. Some of you know Courtney, and her husband is going too. So I'm looking forward to that. But I'll show you some photos after I've been. I hope I remember to take photos. All right. Last week we did this one with the little bricks. Do you remember the brickwork one? I wonder if I've got that close by. Let me see. I did have it on the desk here. And I'm just going to see if it's still here, or did I put it away? I might have moved it. But it was a white card with green bricks. Does anyone remember? You can go back and watch last Friday nights if you want to see it. And that was the one we did. And then this one is this week's. Now, interestingly, I did a card similar to this one, not exactly the same, but similar to this a few weeks ago. Do you remember? That was this one. We did this with the Kintsugi suite. Yes, definitely look it up on Google. I know, it'll be really fun. Waratahs are probably my favorite flower. I mean, if I'm asked what is it's my favorite Australian flower, and flannel flowers. I love those too, and they have those at the farm as well. So can't wait to show you guys the photos. All right. So this is some of the different parts of the Kintsugi suite, and you can see I did like a square here and a square here, and then these two. So these two are the same size, and these two are the same size, and that's it's very similar to this, except this one's got they've got a square in this corner, and I'm thinking, I don't know whether there's no measurements given. So you could just do something similar to this, or you could do it more like this. It's got a circle in the middle for a sentiment, and then it's got like a square on one corner, then a bigger square down this corner, and then two rectangles to fill in the space in between. So I don't know. I think I'm going to have to use my imagination a little bit to see if I can do it more like this one. And I don't know how successful I'm going to be, but let's give it a go. And I'm thinking, even though it's similar to this other card that we did, using different papers will mean that it totally changes the way it looks, right? I'm just looking. Oh, really? Ros, that's interesting. Ros says she's got some art glass made with ash from Mount St. Helens. That's really cool. I'm just seeing if I've mismirrored Leanne's. 45 minutes. I did miss your comment. The comments are flying by so fast that I can't keep up. Oh, 20 degrees. That's pretty warm for the UK, isn't it? It sounds beautiful, though. Yes, it's a beautiful flower, the Waratah. We did have a Waratah stamp a few years ago. Some of you might remember that. We had a Waratah stamp. So I was thinking, well, what colours do I want to work with? And, I mean, I've got lots and lots of options, all right? So this paper here, which has got like the poinsettias on it, and it's got this red dotty paper on the other side, I thought that would be quite nice. This paper is called The Traditions of Christmas, and this one would be a nice one. If we're going to make a Christmas card, that would be a nice one to do this, okay? And then I was also thinking, so this is a possibility. You can see all these reds and greens and golds. Like there's lots of gold foil. And I mean, how beautiful is this paper? I haven't used this one yet. I feel this one wouldn't work as well for this design. Let's have a quick look. See this design here, the squares are fairly small, and such a big pattern like this, you're going to lose a lot of it unless we just focus on some of these, maybe these white flowers. So I think for a pattern like this, we would be better off choosing an all over design or a smaller pattern. So I can do this, like we've got some smaller patterns here, that would work. But that's a possibility. We like that, and we could make a nice Christmas card with it. Then I've also got the Elegant Pines paper, which I'm a big fan of. And I've got some of that here. And we used this one a few weeks ago. And this one here, this particular one here, to me, it looks like a bit like Australian bush plants. Like, you know, almost this looks a little bit like a bottle brush almost, or grevillea maybe. So there's a couple of Australian type plants that looks very Australian. It's not, but whereas the back is a little bit like you could put those two together actually, and they'd be quite beautiful. So we can do that. What else is in this one? There's beautiful papers in this. So this is like a shaded spruce with like little pine. Well, they're actually snowflakes, but they're made out of pines. They're not snowflakes as such. See, they're made out of like pine needles. So it is very pretty. I really do like this one. And then this one, again, shaded spruce. And on the back of that, we've got like great big ones, great big pine tree snowflakes. This one's got your pine cones and little bits. So this one to me is less wintry looking. You still have the old Waratah stamp set? Yeah, I think I had that years ago, but a long time ago. And this is Old Olive, I believe. So the colors in this are beautiful. This is pretty peacock with some little kind of snowflakey kind of nice background though, isn't it? Wouldn't that be a nice background? And then on this one, you've got that dark with the secret sea. It looks like black, but it's not. It's secret sea in the background. It's very dark blue gray kind of. Or definitely a smaller pattern. I agree. Exactly. You don't want to be, don't want to be wasting that big design on that kind of thing. I think I've shown you all those. Yes, I have. And we've seen that one as well. And then I've got a whole brand new pack for when I want to start making some more stuff with that, because I really loved it. I used it for a class the other day and used up, there's a couple of designs I haven't showed you because I used them all up at a class. So there's that paper, and there's the red and green. Of course, there's the Peaceful Garden paper, this one, which is absolutely beautiful. Which paper would you guys like? Do you think Maureen is saying yes to the Elegant Pine Snowflakes DSP? I know the fir cones are beautiful, aren't they, Lorraine? Gorgeous. It's a really nice set. The colors are really lovely. The buildable blooms on page 61. No, actually, that's a protea, I believe, Monique. Thank you for asking the question. So Monique was drawing our attention to page 61. Let's have a quick look. This one here. These are not Waratahs. These are proteas. So they're like actually, my understanding is, I hope I'm right, a South African flower. Although we do have some growing locally, like I've seen them in people's gardens and things. They don't grow wild here, but they do definitely grow quite nicely here. And I have a very dear friend who is she's from South Africa, and she saw this set, and that's on her list because she absolutely wants to get those proteas because they remind her of home. All right, so Leslie's saying the blues and Maureen's saying the Elegant Pines. They're very similar. I can see why you think that, because they've got like this, the centerpiece with these. Yeah, they're very similar. But Waratahs are a bit more, whereas these are long, Waratahs are a bit more round, and the leaves come out at the bottom of the flowers. So a little bit different to that. And proteas are a bit softer in color, whereas Waratahs are usually bright red, like red. So, all right, people are going, ooh, blues. Oh, you're from South Africa too. Do you think that looks like proteas? Do you think that's what it is, Krista? I think it might be. All right, we've had a couple of different, but we seem to be having more people say to use the blues. The Peaceful Garden Suite, I'm assuming that's what you mean. Peaceful Garden Designer Series paper. This paper, I tell you what, it's stunning, is it not? Love it. So the colors in this, just so anyone who's wondering, are basic beige, just for a little bit of contrast, cloud cover, crumb cake, misty moonlight, pecan pie, and secret sea. So you've got your blues, and you've also got your neutrals. Okay, so the basic beige, the crumb cake, and the pecan pie are all neutrals. So they do have color variety for proteas. Yeah, they're fuzzy in the middle, where Waratahs don't have that fuzziness. That's correct. Absolutely right. Did you know, though, I did get sent a picture yesterday by the Waratah farm, or a couple of days ago. I got sent a picture of a white Waratah. Has anyone seen any of those? That was new to me. I've not seen that. All right, so let's quickly look at this paper. This is divine. So we got these look like hydrangeas to me. Do they look like hydrangeas to other people? Like stylized hydrangeas. And then we have Secret Sea with little stars. So there, well, let's see if we can get that to focus. Little stars. Oh, it doesn't want to focus. Oh, there you go. That's better. And then this one is like just leaves and berries. Misty moonlight on a white background. And on the back of that, we've got cloud cover, diagonal stripes, but it's kind of watered down, which is really pretty. And then we have doves on a secret sea background. And on the back of those, I like this one. We've got the misty moonlight with little leaves and flowers. That's really pretty. This is, I've actually used this paper on my craft along project this month. So craft along, for anyone who's wondering, is next Thursday. What date is that? The 25th at 2 p.m. And details will be going up about that over the next day or two on my blog. So you'll be able to go to the blog, and I'll put the address up on the screen so you know where to go. So you can go and check that out. It's lookwatimade.com.au, and you'll get all the details of Craft Along. So, and there'll also be a link to the Craft Along video that you can go there to visit if you want to. So hopefully that helps someone. And then this one's like a watery cloud cover. I like these kind of watery backgrounds. It looks like someone's had a lot of fun watercoloring this, playing around with backgrounds and colors, and yeah, really nice. And then we've got little leaves on a secret sea background. That's really pretty. And this one's little doves on a misty moonlight background. The back of that one, though, I've used a bit, and that's crumb cake. And that's really, really, aren't these beautiful? I love these colors. Just think they look so good together. Queen Anne's lace. Ah, is that what it is, Cherie? Well, there you go. I've been saying the wrong thing. And then this one here, that's really nice. That's a secret sea background with that looks like baby's breath. Am I right? Is that what we would call that? Cherie, you're the expert. You can tell me. Is it baby's breath? Yes, next week is my video heavy week. You're right, Lorraine. So, well, if you're in my team, you get me Monday as well, because Monday morning is my team live. Then Tuesday afternoon is Technique Tuesday. Wednesday is Zoom for anyone who's doing the Zoom with me. Thursday is Craft Along, and then Friday is back to sketch night again. So I'm so sorry, guys. Unless if you're in the mood for a lot of crafting, the back of this one is crumb cake and white, which is really interesting. And if you're in the team, like I said, one of the advantages of being in the team is the fact that you actually get me an extra day, because I'm here on a Monday. Well, I'm not here. I'm in our team group. We have a Facebook group that I do a live into that team group every Monday morning, so that people can catch up on what's new and what's happening, and we answer questions and all that kind of thing. All too early, but only the Friday is going to work for you, Monique. That's okay. That's what replays are for, right? All right. So I'm going to pick, I think this one is maybe too big a design. Maybe we could possibly get away with it. This one's good. Let's see what colors are going to work. This one that's lovely if we want to use cloud cover. These are nice with the misty moonlight. Do we need some dark? I feel like that one might be maybe too dark. And I don't actually want to introduce crumb cake in this particular card. I want the colors to actually go together quite nicely. So, maybe that one. What do we think about those four? Do we like those? Or the other option would be if we want to add a darker color, instead of that, we could go with those 4. Deciding. Big decisions. Oh, you like the doves, Moira. Well, the thing is, I could add a dove from the dies. Has everyone seen the dies that go with this? So let me quickly grab them. So this is the set. Well, this is the dies that match, and there's 2 doves, one with his wings open and one with looking like he's maybe landing or taking off. Then we've got some stars. We have little envelopes. I learned what these were. You girls educated me in the ways of these. These are little envelopes for the doves to hold in their mouths. We've got 2 different size label dies, which are always good. And we've got a lovely branch and a little tiny branch that the doves can hold in their mouths. So you like the first 4, Leslie? Like those 4, says Elaine. I'm not sure. Does that mean we want to have the darker one in, or go with pull this one in and do without this one? I know. I'm kind of leaning towards the dark one because we don't have anything particularly dark. So that's why I'm thinking maybe these 4. The 2 light colored papers are close. Yes, they are. We could maybe take one of those out. Maybe I take out that one, or maybe I take out the other. Let's try these. It keeps blurring up on me. I don't know why it does that. Come on, unblur. The first 4. I think this is the one that I'm having issues with, to be honest. And the reason I'm having issues with this is because the others don't have a lot of white in them and this one does. So I feel like this one probably needs to go, and maybe we'll do these 2, but I might keep this one small. So yeah. And I don't even know what size I'm going to make these yet, but I know I'm going to need my trimmer. So let me grab that. This is the card that I made a couple of weeks ago with this. And I added the dove afterwards. I wasn't going to, but I had I did this at a class this week, and I gave them the option to add the dove or not add the dove, so they could do that. And that's using this same paper. And also the glitter paper, the glimmer paper that goes with this, and the ribbon that goes with this. This ribbon is divine as well. So it just works every time you use it. It's so beautiful. Oh, hello, Joy. Nice to see you. Right, so let's have a play. And I'm wondering, I was going to use basic white, but I think because we're going with these colours, I think I might use cloud cover instead, and then we'll see whether or not that's too much blue or whether we want to go back to the white. I just feel like the white's a bit stark, so I'm going to just cut my piece of A4 in half, which gives me my basic card base size, and I'm just going to fold that in half, use my bone folder to make sure that I get a nice crisp fold, and I'll set that aside for now. But I feel, because of this colour being close, I think I know what I want to do. I'm thinking we might do a card front with our secret seed. So, and then we'll put our other pieces on top of that. So is there a card front size piece on the sketch? No, there isn't. It doesn't have one, but that doesn't mean to say we can't. Sketches are just a guide. They are not they're not rules that you have to follow, unless you particularly like doing that. But what they are is an idea of what you might like to do, and then you go from there and design your own thing. So sometimes you might start with a sketch and then end up in a completely different place. So right now you can see this looks like it's just on the card base, the squares. But what is important is if I'm going to go on here, this is 10 centimeters across and this is 14.3 long, okay? So if I'm going to have a gap, I sort of have an idea that this needs to be about 9 centimeters across, okay? So let's see. Mathematics is not my strong point. Okay, let's be honest here. And I'm thinking, let's see how we go. So if we're saying this needs to be about 9 centimeters across, okay, and the reason I'm saying 9 centimeters, normally when I'm going down like on a layer, I would go half a centimeter smaller, so the next layer would be 9.5. But because we want to have a gap between the two pieces, the gap between these squares, see there's a gap in the middle here, then I need to bring the size down a little bit more. So I'm going to say about 9. Okay, now if I want a square, I'm looking at that. So 9. So I'm thinking, let's do this one, 6 centimeters across. And if this doesn't work, I can adjust it as I go. I'm going to make a square like what is on the, what is actually on this, and that square is going to go right here like so. Okay, now that leaves me, let me look here. Okay, so my next one is going to be 9 across, so that means we've already got 6, so I need another 3. So 9 and 6 is 3, right? And like I said, maths is not my strong point, so if I get this wrong, doesn't really matter, we'll just go with it anyway. Okay, now I see that this is the same, like these are on the same level. So this is going to come, so this is 6 centimeters. So this is going to be 6 centimeters too. So let's go 6 by 3 and see how that goes. Which color will I go? I think I'm going to go with this one. And I'm going to go 3. It is kind of fun working this out and wondering whether you're going to have it right. It's like doing a puzzle, but where you don't know the size of the pieces. So 3 by 6, let's see if that works out. And then I've done half of it, and so this one would go here. Okay, so those two I think are right. Okay, now the other two, one is very thin, so it's thinner than this one. So how much room have we got here? Let's turn this sideways. I'll just put that away for a second. And this one, so that's 6 down there, and we know we're going to be going to 14.3. So I want about 7. All right, let's see if that works. And how wide do we want it to be? That's the next thing. So I'm looking at this. I want this to be quite a small piece. This one is 3. So if I make it 2, so 6 and 3, 2 and 7. So I'm going to go, yeah, 7 by 7. That's going to be right to make another square, but a bigger square this time. If I've lost anybody, I'm sorry, but, you know, I'm sort of working it out myself as I go. As always, I don't plan these out in advance because I wait for you guys to tell me colors and what we're going to do. So, all right, so this one's going to go here. No, it's going to go here. And I think this is going to work. Unbelievable if I get this right first time. And then that one's going to go like that. That one might be too big. I maybe shouldn't have gone as far. I maybe should have brought this back a bit. So I think that was maybe, I can still cut it smaller. Let's see. So we know that's 7. So I'm going to cut it 7. But then I'm going to take it down to 2 centimeters wide. So if that's too skinny and we don't like it, I'm going to cut another one. Oh, actually, this is not the one I want to use. I want to use the other one. Well, let's try this first before I commit to that. Okay, that's not looking bad, but I feel like this is maybe too skinny. Okay, so let's have a little look and see what you guys think. Because this is a square and this is a square. And so that's why I've kept it to that. I'm sorry I haven't looked at any comments for a while. Hi, Stella. Nice to meet you here. Lovely to have you. Yep. And as I love that name, Cherie. Welcome to the Chatterbox. We certainly are. That's what we do around here. So you can see this is a thinner one, and these two are wider. This is a bigger one, but this one is thin. But I think I could have made it maybe not as thin, maybe taken a little bit off this one and made this one a bit thicker. What do you think? Should we keep it that color, or should we go and grab the other design? Or do we like that design? What do we think? Bottom right isn't a square. No, it's not quite, is it? I thought it was when I was looking at it, but it's not quite a square. You're right. You like the skinny one, says Margaret. See this one here. I was thinking this is a square, but it's not quite. So we probably could have taken 1/2 centimeter off that to make it just not quite a square, and then added 1/2 centimeter to this one. But if we do that, then this one will be less skinny. So do we like it where it is? You think it looks good? Leave it as it is. Okay. I mean, we're still following the sketch, right? We're still doing what it suggested. We just haven't completed that, and we haven't done it exactly the same dimensions. But you know what? I think you're right. I'm overthinking it. I'm just going to look. The doves on the back of that are pretty, aren't they? Oh, hang on. My glue got all gummed up because I had it at a class, and I just unpacked from my class just before this video. So, all right. Now, while I'm gluing these down, I'm going to talk to you very quickly. Some of you would know that I'm going for the Stampin' Up! Alaska trip, which is next year's incentive trip. It's in May, well, actually the 31st of May next year, which actually means, because it's a cruise, a 7-night cruise, and we're in Seattle for a night as well. But what that means is I would actually be away for my birthday. But that'd be a nice way to celebrate a birthday, wouldn't it? Being on an Alaskan cruise that somebody else paid for. Nice. It's called improv. Oh, I know, right? Well, some of you know that I was super, super close to the trip. As it last Monday, or as it last weekend, or just the end of the weekend, I had 2,000 points to go out of 40,000. So it's like super, super close. And I did a little promotion this week, and the promotion was to give away mystery envelopes for every $100 that people spent. So for every $100 order they place, they get another mystery envelope. Well, I've been doing that this week. I started it on Tuesday with 20 envelopes. And as of right now, I have, I better double check. I think, is it 6 or 7? Let me see. 1, 2, I have 6 left. 6 envelopes left as of now. So if you would like to get your hands on one of those, do consider shopping with me, because I would love to gift you an envelope, and it also gets me closer to my goal of earning the trip, which is getting very close. So it's really exciting, because I'm now looking at it and thinking to myself, I can see, like, whereas a couple of weeks ago I'm thinking, uh-oh, am I going to make it? Now I can see, yep, I think I'm going to make it. So that's really, really exciting and really, really fantastic. And thank you so much for everyone who has pitched in and helped me here. I'm so grateful. So if you haven't placed an order with me this month, and you normally do, or if you don't normally place an order, but you would like to, then once again, head over to my blog. You're Australian, Stella. Hi, nice. Well, that's nice. We love our Australian friends. And if you're in my VIP group, you have to be Australian to be in my VIP group. So first of all, I'm going to put up on the screen my blog again. It's lookwatimade.com.au. You go there. There is a shop now button. If you put an order in any size, it goes and helps me towards my trip, but it also gets you the products that you want. If your order is over $100, you get to pick a mystery envelope, which I would call you after you've placed your order the following day usually, and let you know which numbers you can pick from, because like I said, I've only got 6 left now. So there's only six numbers to go. But also at the end, when all the prizes have been claimed, all the entries will go back into a hat. And I will pick one winner of all those to actually receive a $100 shopping voucher with me. So that's what I'm doing. It's been very popular. And like I said, I've gone from 20 envelopes on Tuesday to only 6 left now. So if you would like one, you'll need to go shopping, and you can do that on that lookwhatimade.com.au blog. So let me hide that. If you would like to join the Facebook group where you learn about all these sorts of things, and I put any promotions or any information about what's coming, what's new, that's all in my VIP group. Okay, so you can go there. It's Linda Dolke's private Stampin' VIP group. I think I need to shorten that name because it's too long. And after you request to join, there's a couple of questions to answer. The most important is, are you in Australia? Because you do need to be in Australia to join that group. Okay, so that's the VIP group. That's the name of it if you're looking for it on Facebook. Okay, I hope that's helpful. If you have any questions about any of that, please ask. Not a problem at all. So I'm just looking. Oh, you're up in Brisbane, Stella. Well, there you go. That's very cool. Well, there you go. We have just the nicest group here. So good. Yes, nearly there, Joy. Thank you so much. Sheila said she's not Australian. I know, it's very frustrating. I'd love you to be part of the group, and that's not something I can offer. I'm so sorry. Yes, Angie McKay is a very she's really, really clever. She does beautiful things. She's your upline, Kim. How exciting. Are you in the Vancouver area as well? It's a great area. All right. Okay, so these here, we've now got this, and now we need to put a circle on top. Now we could use the stylish shapes, my beloved stylish shapes, to do any size circle we want, or we could use a punch. The 2-inch punch is we could add one of the greetings, but I was actually thinking, would gold go with this, or do you think it needs to be silver? The reason I'm asking is because we have those lovely these beautiful stickers, and I could put those on top of a circle, but I'm just not sure that the gold goes. I feel like this maybe looks better with silver, and maybe I should stamp the greeting and maybe use the beautiful ribbon with this. I'm just having a quick look. Sheila needs to move. Oh, my goodness me. Don't tempt her. So we've got lots of people all over the place. Meredith's in the UK, but she's originally from Australia. So very cool, right? Australians, Nicole, them's fighting words, right? Nicole said, aren't Australians or Aussies known as the West Island in New Zealand? Yeah, I'm sure they are. All right. So I'm just, let's see. Okay. Yeah, you're absolutely right. That was what first drew me to Stampin' Up! Too, Stella, was the fact that everything coordinates, because I used to spend so much of my time at, the scrapbooking store when we used to have those, right? Trying to pick papers and ribbons and things that all went together, and took up so much of my time. Not that I enjoyed going to the scrapbooking store, don't get me wrong, but yeah, when I first found Stampin' Up, my first reaction was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to save so much time because this all goes together, and that hasn't changed. So I'm wondering how big the piece should be that I put in the middle here. Do you think that's going to be the right size, or do you think it's too big? It's going to cover this section here. And I'm thinking, do I do it in white? I think I do. And the next size down is this size. I mean, would that be a better? You guys all traveling from one side of the world to the other. No, she probably wouldn't, Sheila. I know what you mean, right? That one's too big. You think this is a better size, Sheila? Sorry, that was Cherie that said that. I'm so sorry. Bit big? The smaller size. Okay. The only thing is, of course, I need to be maybe a little more careful about what I'm going to stamp on here, because, see, I've got Hugo. I've actually got one. I didn't even realize that is too big, isn't it? Too big. And so let's go with the smaller one. I'll just quickly cut a piece of white paper and then we can. Oh, look, I've got one. Got one. Here's one I prepared earlier without realizing. There you go. So I don't even need to cut it. Didn't realize I had that. All right. So the Peace on Earth set has this big Hugs for a Good Friend, which does fit on this size. Okay. But I feel like maybe instead, what else could I put on? I don't have a lot of, I've realized, and only realized when it was too late, really. I've just ordered the Christmas, is it Christmas Labels is the name of the set? Because I decided I want some really nice words. Like these words are good, but these ones to me look more like what you put inside. The greetings and the wishes is nice, but we also have some dies that go with this. And I'm wondering if that might be a go, maybe. Because we actually do have words of the season dies that, let's see, here you go, here they are. So, you know, I could do, let's see. So in the catalogue, it might be the easiest way to show you in the catalogue. These are called words of the season. Not the Christmas words. The Christmas words are really good. Those are great. I'm thinking maybe I should get those too. Here, these are called words of the season. And so you've got Merry Christmas. You've got, you could do, you know, something Christmas wishes, Christmas greetings. You've got New Year holidays, Halloween. So you can sort of mix and match these, which are really nice. And then there's also this little banner here. And on that banner fits the greetings or to you and yours and cheery wishes. Those fit on this little banner. Okay, so that's a really good size. But I decided I wanted the Christmas labels because I know they are beautiful papers. They're gorgeous. I'm just really trying to catch up on comments. Goodness me's. Use the coffin. What coffin? Okay, you've lost me. You might need to explain that, Cherie. I'm so sorry. I don't know what you mean. All right, so in the set that's called Traditions of Christmas, which is on these next few pages, this is called the Traditions of Christmas Suite, okay? And so you've got traditional labels. This is the one I've just ordered, and it's these and these are the bundle, okay? And why I got this is because there are so many, like the season's greetings, that looks nice all by itself, but there's also a label for it, and sending love and joy, that fits on this label as well. Then you've got these fantastic label shapes. These are awesome. I don't know why I didn't buy them in the beginning. I'm thinking, what are you what are you even thinking? Why didn't you just get those things? Ridiculous. But anyway, those are really nice, and I think those are going to be my solution for Christmas words. But what's nice is you haven't just got Christmas sentiment, you've also got a just for you. So you can use this all year round. And I think that is always a good thing, because sometimes if it's very Christmas centric, you can only use it at Christmas time, which might be fine if you make Christmas cards all year round, like some people do. But yeah, I don't think that I don't think I use Christmas sets all year round. I tend to only use them in the lead up to Christmas. The coffin shaped die set. Or are you thinking of nested essentials? Is that what you're thinking of? Is that what you're thinking of? The coffin shaped die set. Now, I'll never be able to unsee that. You know that, right? Nested essentials. Let me pull them out. You sure can, Stella. And if are you on YouTube? You are on YouTube. If you go down into the description below the video, you'll see there's an email there for me. So you can just send me an email. No trouble at all. All right. Is this the one you mean? Is this the coffin shape? Is this what we're talking about? There you go. You've even put up the number and the price. Awesome, Cherie. That's fantastic. All right. That's what you call it too, Maureen. You know what? I've never called it that, but now I won't be able to see it the same way ever again. So yeah, this is nice. And we could use this on here, couldn't we? We could put this on here instead of, but then we lose all this going on in the middle. And I like some of that. I don't know. What do you think? Gosh, this is turning into an epic. This should be a simple sketch, and instead, this is nice. Like, I could use one of the other shapes. It doesn't have to be a circle. What do you think? You couldn't buy that because all you could see was a coffin. Oh my goodness. And yet, one of my most popular Technique Tuesday videos, when we did tessellating shapes, and I used these in the tessellating shapes video. So there you go. Well, there you go. I have never heard that before, you guys. I'm thinking I could also go this way, but no, I like it better this way. I don't like the landscape so much. All right, so after all that, what shape am I using and what am I going to put on the shape? That's the thing. So let's look at the Peace on Earth dies because they're the ones, stamp set, because they're the ones that go with this. So I just want to grab that out. Peace on Earth, okay. And we've got Peace on Earth, which just fits on this circle size, the circle size that we have, okay. It will just go on it. Or I could also get Big Hugs for a Good Friend on there. And if I go the other way, I could get some of the other words. But there's also a sympathy one in this set. This set, once again, not a Christmas set. Only has peace on earth and love, peace, joy, and love and joy. Apart from that, all the other sentiments have got nothing to do with Christmas. So a circle in capital letters says, Katrina, you are very committed to the circle. Is that right? No. No, Sheila, that would be a bad idea. Exactly. Oh, thank you for saying that. Now, Cherie's written down perfectly in capital letters to make the point that the point is you can use any shape. The sketch is just like a road map. Drive on the road or drive on the footpath. Exactly. All right. Mind you, if you do drive on the footpath, you might get in trouble. All right. So we're going back to this, and I'm going to see how the Peace on Earth set. If it doesn't fit, then I'll be using something different. Is this going to fit? It just fits. And let me grab a C block. I think C block's the right size for that. And I'm going to go with Secret C ink because I'd like it to be dark. Indeed, you should watch out for pedestrians. For anyone who likes to do Zoom classes, I've got one coming up next month. You will just need to have the branching out bundle to take part. Now, if you don't have the branching out bundle, you could watch, but you won't be able to make the cards up the way they won't look like ours. So that's your choice, of course. But if anyone would like to do the class, if you're overseas and can't purchase with me, you can still purchase the class itself, and that class is $15 Australian. If you're in Australia, you can also just buy the class if you would like, but you can, if you prefer, buy the branching out bundle from me and your class is free. Okay, you get the class for free. And if you're in my team, of course, you get it for free as well. Oh, thanks, Cherie. I actually find these really easy. Being photopolymer, it's really easy to see where you're going. So, all right, I am going to use this gorgeous ribbon. Now, I was just cutting that up today for my class my craft along class next Thursday. So it's still out on the desk. This ribbon is beautiful. Have you all seen it? It's got like little loopy bits on the sides that are silver. It's hard to see them. There you go. Is that better? Can we see that okay? Yeah, and it's really sparkly. So very, very pretty. All right, so I'm going to put this on the back here and I'm going to loop it. So it makes like a little loop at the top there. I'm going to hold it at the back as I go. I'm going to loop it again. Hold it at the back. And trying not to drop it as I go. And you can kind of pull the bits out wherever you want them to be. I might make them a little bit longer. Okay, that's not bad. Little loop there, little loop there. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it with my fingers and then you can, did I get that wrong? There we go. So I'm kind of holding it here in the middle. So we've got like a loop at the top and a loop at the bottom. And I'm going to grab myself some dimensionals and I'm going to put it into place with those dimensionals. I'm going to make the dimensionals hold it in place. So I'm just going to pop. And before you put it down, you're going to make sure, you're happy with it. The top loop's a little bit too big and the bottom one's not quite big enough, so I can muck around with that before I stick it down. Take the backs off. And I might just pop another one there for fun. And I'm going to put this right in the middle. Now I've done that. I probably should have had this one going out the other side instead of having them both on the same side, but oh well. Get an idea anyway. And oh, ribbon scissors. So I had my helper here today helping me cut up, and that's why I've got stuff all over the place. Okay, how's that looking? We need some bling, definitely. Now we have a number of choices with bling. We have metallic bling, like silver bling in the metallic adhesive back gems, but this set also comes with its own bling. So let me just see if that got put back in the box today. And I feel like we have a few options. I could also use, we've also got these. We've got Cloud Cover and Secret Sea gems in the in color pearls. Those are quite nice, so that would be a good choice. Let's see what else we have. I have, let me see. We could always go to rhinestones. Haven't used those for a while. Goodness me. Basic rhinestones. Those have been around for years, but they're still good. Well, I'm not sure what I did with those. I must have put them underneath a bunch of stuff, but that's okay. One thing that I really love, and I'll show you when I'm doing my envelopes, the envelopes that I've been doing have a stamp on them that I've been loving. I've been decorating the envelopes with this one here. Can you see that? This is from the Peaceful Days set, which is also complementary to this. So Peaceful Days is this one. It's got the birdie. So this is more of a scrapbooking type set, but I love it because this little flower here is what this is. And I think it's absolutely beautiful. So I might put that on the inside. And you know what? I'm looking at this and thinking it would be nice with a white insert, don't you think? So let's cut that. I think it's better live, but I'm biased. You know, I'm here and I like it when you guys are here too. All right, so this one is going to go inside here. And do we want to have our stamp here at the top or at the bottom? What do we think? At the bottom, at the top, or both? Which one? I know this. I agree, Leslie. I love this stamp. I think it's beautiful. Really, really pretty. So what color? I think maybe Misty Moonlight, because that's kind of the medium blue. Top says Sherry. Hi, Sherry. Okay, so top, not bottom. And also you get to choose whether you want it going like this with the flower at the top and the drapey bits down the bottom, or whether you want it going up the other way. I think the top, I think I want it going this way. And I'm going to stand up so I can get it straight and centered. I mean, how beautiful is that? Isn't that a nice, that's actually why I bought this stamp set. I love the other bits. I love the birds and I like the little file tabs and all the stuff. But this stamp, I just think is absolutely beautiful. Both says Moira. Bottom, top, up, down, says Sheila. All right. Do you mean we should do another one at the bottom like so? Do we think? You know, it's the kind of stamp that you just want to stamp it everywhere. And when I did this on the envelopes, I thought it looks so pretty. Isn't that nice? It's from this set called Peaceful Days. It's in the catalogue on page, let me tell you where it is. It's further in near the scrapbooking stuff. Did I go past it? Yeah, I think I went past it. Yeah, here it is. Peaceful Days, page 47, this one. Okay, and that's the stamp there that I just used. Who had missed that totally? Because I think this is one that I know when you decorate the inside, it looks really good, doesn't it? I quite often don't decorate my cards in a live video, and I go back and do it later or when I send them out. So, yeah, it's just a nice thing to do. Right, what did I do with my, here it is, Tombow. I'm going to pop this inside my card. I know, I love that stamp too. It's my favorite stamp. Well, one of my favorite stamps. I can't say it's my only favorite stamp. I've got a few, but I think this is one of my favorites at the moment. There we go. And then you've still got plenty of room to write, right? It's very pretty. You just bought it, Maggie. You mean you just bought it now, or you bought it recently? Is that what you mean? Or it's on an order already? Well, I think because I'm not sure. Oh, here you go. Here's my envelopes. This is what I'm talking about. What I did with the envelopes when I wrote out my 20 envelopes, I did it and put the stamp at the top and the bottom. See? Or some of them only at the top, and some of them at the sides. I went crazy. So there you go. Today, yeah, it's lovely. So nice. So I'm thinking, do I go with the lighter ones or the darker ones? What do we think? I'm thinking maybe the darker ones. So I'm going to put one down here, and I'm going to have a smaller one up here and a tiny one up here. There we go. I'm going to call that a finished card. That took me way too long to make a card. Sheila, I'm so sorry. I did darker and you said lighter. I know we have had a few stamps like that over the years, but yeah, it's been a while, so I'm very excited about it. All right, we've got time for one more quick card. What do you think? Should I use the coffins, seeing as everyone's so excited about those? Yeah, it turned out pretty nice and very easy, right? And then you could, of course, like I was showing you before, you could put a dove in here somewhere if you wanted to, but you don't need to. You can just call that a card. I think you have tonight, Cherie. I think I got really distracted listening to everyone's chatter. I'm blaming everyone else. That's not right, is it? I'm in control. I should know better. I should be able to monitor myself and not get so sucked in. Oh, excellent. That's great, Stella. Awesome. So let me see. Do we have... Let's make a quick, easy card. I've actually got a couple of... I'm going to use these, I think. These are in our big catalogue, and these make quick and easy cards. These label-y things here, and I really, really like them. And let's see, what one will I use? See, I could have used one of these too on here, and I've got a new packet of those. I'm thinking maybe deciding which one to go with. Oh, these are nice too. Can you see this? They do this main piece, but then there's also a frame. So you've actually got a couple in one there. See that? So I'm thinking maybe I'll use this one. Or maybe that one's... Okay, I'm just going to go with it. And let's use the other paper that I didn't use yet. and I think this is really nice. So I'm thinking that's going to look really nice on there, isn't it? So we're just going to do the world's, well, not the world's simplest card, but one of the world's simplest cards. And I'm thinking, what size do I want this to be? I'm going to go 13.8 by 9.5. And I like these white flowers around the edges. I'm going to end up losing this. Which way do I want to go? Do I want to go landscape? I think I do. Okay, I want to go this way. And what color underneath? We could go pool party. There's pool party in here. We could go the pink. Oh, what pink is that? I think it looks from here, it looks like either pretty in pink or bubble bath. Might be bubble bath. And then you've got red as well and lots of gold. So I'm deciding what color to go underneath. And let me see. So I'm attacking my scrap drawer, and I'm just going to fold a piece of half a sheet of A4 in half to make my card base. All right, and then that's going to end up on here. But you can see there's a bit of a gap around. Actually, I don't mind that. I was going to do a red mat, but I don't even know if it needs it. I think it's all right just as it is. And this is going to go on top of that. And then I have an open pack of this. Let me just quickly see if I've got that handy. And if I don't, I'll open the next packet. Okay. I think I'm just going to open that packet. I'll find the other packet as soon as I open this lot, because that's just how it works. But these are great. And they're stickers. They're not die cuts, which I think a lot of people, including myself, were surprised to find out, because I just assumed they'd be die cuts like the other ones that we've had. I need to get a chunk of that open. All right. So because we've got pool party in here, and like I'm going to go ahead, and it's nice on the back too, isn't it? So here we go. World's easiest cards. That's what we're in the business of doing. I'm going to position this right here because it's Tombow. It gives us wriggle room to stick it down before it dries. Yep. Okay. This is going to, on the back here, I'm going to put a couple of dimensionals. And then we can decide whether we want to add some leaves. We could add some leaves around the edges. Because we're short on time tonight, because I took so much time with the first card, my apologies. I'm doing a really simple one now. Last Friday night, the second card was a fun fold card. So last Friday night, I think you got more value for your time. Right, and then I'm going to grab, I'm thinking about the big old joy here. Let's see how this would look on here like this. I think that's really, really pretty. The gold and the gold go nicely together. Now, because it's sticky, we can stick it straight on. And if you're in a hurry, that's probably the quickest thing to do. But if you wanted to, you could also put dimensionals behind it and lift it up a little bit. But I'm just going to pop it. Actually, before I put that on, I'm going to do something. Let me quickly put it down, or I'm not going to stick my fingers on it. I'm going to grab my Pool Party ink, and we're going to add some colour behind here. So we've gone from the world's simplest card to going to add extra stuff because I can't help myself. And I'm sorry I'm missing comments too. I know I am. But this is going to make a difference to how our card turns out. Simple and quick is useful. Do you think so, Sheila? Yeah, sometimes. But this paper makes it special. So you can, even though you're doing quick and simple, using a specialty paper like this with all that beautiful gold foiling is going to make your card immediately more special. All right. So that is just going to elevate our There we go. Like that. Like so. And it looks a little bit better because we've got that bit of color. So there's a little bit more contrast there. And then we can add some, we could, if we wanted to, add some leaves around the edges, although I don't know that it needs it with that gorgeous paper. The paper in itself is just beautiful. I know, I do have to blend. Can't help myself, Sheila. I hope you're going to have your blending brushes for the Zoom class because we're going to need them, I think. I always use blending brushes. I know, it wouldn't be the same, exactly. And yep, it does make a difference. So let's add to this. We have a couple of choices. We could add we've got the sparkly sequins that are part of this same suite with the traditions of Christmas. And those are beautiful. I think everyone's probably, well, have you noticed them? They're gorgeous. I had a lady, my helper here today, and she hadn't even noticed them. And when I showed them to her, she was like, oh, those are nice. And what's nice is they've got all the colors in it. So they've got gold and green and red and blue. Balmy Blue's in there as well. Or actually, is it Balmy Blue or is it Pool Party? It might be Pool Party. I am not sure. Yeah, I think it's Pool Party. So let me grab some of those. Just see if they're in my pack here. This is them. They're beautiful. Or we could just do gold ones. Like I could add sparkly gold ones and those would probably be enough. I just feel like we don't need to do a lot else to this card because of the beautiful paper. I think that maybe the gold, either the gold or the red. Oh, the green doesn't look bad either. What do we think? What color do we think? So can you see the different colors? You're going to miss most of the Zoom. I'm sorry, Sheila. Well, we'll just enjoy having you when you get there. What do we think? I know, they're gorgeous, Leslie. They're really, really nice. Oh, Sheila's suggesting green. How does everyone feel about green? Do we think green? If no one else is going to offer suggestions, then we'll go with Sheila's. Elaine said green too. Looks like green is the popular choice. So I'm going to use a big one. There's only big, medium, and small. There's 3 different colors. So I'm going to put a green one down here. And then I think I'll put a green one over here on this bit of blue, and then a little tiny weeny one. You know, I could put it on the top of the dot of the J. What do we think? Do we like that, or do we want it up the top here somewhere? Do we like it on the J? Happy to go with what you guys think. You said green too, Leslie. I missed it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I am sorry when I miss people's comments. It makes me feel like I'm not paying attention, which is probably true. I'm probably not paying attention. I hope you can make it this time, Tanya, because I know I missed you last time and missed my tell me when to record. Not on the J. Oh, just as I added it to the J. On the DSP says Katrina. There we go. All right, let me pop that right there up there. All right. There we go. I'm going to call it finished. I mean, how simple is that? That was a simple card. That took me less than 10 minutes. The other one took me the rest of the time, right? So there we go. There's our cards tonight, you guys. Which one do we like the best? The one that took us forever and ever, or the one that we did really fast? They're very different. And a bit Christmassy tonight, aren't we? I know. I do need an extra eye. I need to be able to keep an eye on the comments and an eye on what I'm crafting at the same time, which is really tricky. You like both, Sheila. Well, that's good, I guess. Oh, Sherry says she likes this one, the Peace on Earth one. And Lorraine likes both. Oh, there you go. I'm so glad you like them. Well, you guys can all think about me in about just over 12 hours from now, when I'm heading to the Waratah farm to go and see the Waratahs. I'm very excited about it. I have this fabulous, I should put the picture up again. I've put it on Facebook before. I have this great picture of my grandmother, my dad's mum. When I was a little girl, there's a photo of her with the Waratahs in their backyard. So they used to have, like, they had a house that backed onto bush, and there was all Waratahs growing around the back of their garden. There's a picture of her with all these beautiful Waratahs, and then a very similar picture of me with the Waratahs. Not the same ones, obviously, but many years later. So yeah, they're both different. I know, right? You got to find out what they are. Are we talking about Waratahs again? If you search Waratahs, Waratah, that is the floral emblem of New South Wales. Wattle is the floral emblem of Australia, which is why we wear green and gold at sports events and things. Where's the farm? It's at Calgar, Leslie, which is just off the M1, the freeway at all. There's a weighbridge at Pete's Ridge, and it's right near there. The exit's near there. So no, I didn't, Marilyn. I didn't see your comment about that. I'm so sorry I missed it. Was that about the new book that's out? That he has a new book? It's like a continuation of the Thursday Murder Club series. I've read all the first 4 books. So yeah, I'm keen. I'll read that one too. I hope nothing happened to Richard Osman. I hope that's not what you were saying. All right, you guys. Well, I think that's it for me tonight. I hope that you've had a lot of fun, and I hope that you all got to chat to each other and to me. Don't forget my 20 envelopes. If you do have an order going in anytime soon, and you would like to grab yourself an envelope, which is correct? Are you supposed to say envelope or envelope? I don't know, right? Oh, that's a great idea, Sheila. I haven't been to a lavender farm, but I have met a lady who runs one, and I want to go and visit her one day. Yellow lavender. Is there such a thing? Goodness me. Hi, Siobhan. Say goodnight. All right, you guys. Well, I will do updates in my VIP group every morning until all the envelopes are gone. So this morning I announced I think I said there was 8 left, and now there's 6. So I'm expecting the next few are going to go over the weekend. I don't know if there'll be any left by Monday. So if you do have a $100 or more order going in, even if your order is smaller, it still all helps and still counts towards the trip. This is the closest I've been to earning a trip in many years, or to not earning a trip in many years, and I wasn't gonna give up and let it go. So the last time I didn't get a trip was 2012. That's the only other one that I was going for that I didn't get. So that year I missed out, and it was so painful looking at all my friends' photos of them on the pool, and they went to Broome that year. They were on camels on the beach and looking at sunsets, and I'm sitting at home going, I'm never letting that happen again. And I was really close that year too, but this year I just went, right, that's it. I just need to do whatever I have to do. So I will, you guys. Thank you. I will enjoy the farm. And you guys have a fantastic weekend. Team members, see you Monday morning. Everyone else, I'll see you at Technique Tuesday. And yes, lots of me next week for anyone who is around to watch some of the goings on. All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a great weekend. See you soon. Bye.